Shimizu. Ooh.
Senpai!
We'll pull it
We'll
off.
get it done. All of us. I hope you'll see.
Oh, I will. You can count on that. I don't intend to compromise
Jealous,
on
yeah.
quality, even if
Fair.
I must work with amateurs. No event that I produce will feature any perfunctory performances.
There is a TV over, like, there's a TV, like, right below me. Not the one on the wall, the one on the shelf thing. Do you think we could fit her in it? I mean, there's 3 of us and 1 of her.
Practice until you drop. You're free to make a fool of yourself in here, but no mistakes will be tolerated on stage.
Miss Ojimitsu makes her brief speech in the same court tone, unfazed by my gaze, and then turns on her heel, heading for the door. No wonder she's risen so high in the world of show business, though a part of me is impressed. I squash that feeling and continue staring at her as she walks away.
And again, it could be that your moment in the spotlight will be removed entirely. Rise Kujikawa, depending on what happens, I may have you pair up with Konami at LMB. The new set list will be released tomorrow. Once it's settled which way we'll go, I'll contact Inoue about our decision.
Huh? Wait, I don't understand what you're talking about!
You don't need to understand. Just do what you're told. I've already discussed this with Takara Productions. If we go that direction, then your friend's presence won't be required.
Excuse me, but our friends will be here tomorrow. And they're traveling quite a distance just to perform at this festival.
My sincerest apologies for that. We'll have seats reserved so that they may enjoy the concert.
So when are we murdering her in her sleep? Uchimizu abruptly exits, leaving us in shock. What's going on here? I'm struggling to grasp what just happened. We won't be performing? Naoto must be thinking the same thing. When I meet her eyes, she looks as bewildered as I am. Bewildered?
What was
We've
that
turned into
about?
golden hands!
I'm gonna go have a talk with Inoue-san about this.
Rise-san, she's gone. What's going on
I like how she said
here?
that after the door closed. Let's go after her.
Should we go after her?
I'm not so sure. Even if we do, I doubt we'll learn much.
What's with the
Rise-san?
creepy door knock? Hey DJ, good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Somebody show me your moves. Come on. Falcon punch. Jesus Christ. Oh. It isn't Rise at the door, but a strangely familiar girl. Where have I seen her before? Right, she's the girl I saw earlier in the hallway. The one who had quite a nasty face plant.
Excuse me, is Ms. Chimizu,
Chimizu? Oh, you mean the producer. She left a moment ago.
Seeing Naoto look at me for confirmation, I nod to the girl before as an assurance. More importantly, I had forgotten to ask earlier, but I hope she didn't hurt herself too badly when she tripped.
Oh, okay. Oh man, what am I gonna do?
Smeary. No, we saw her like 10 minutes ago.
Excuse
But
me,
I did
you
think the
are?
same thing.
Senpai, you're not gonna... Huh? Konami, what are you doing here? Whoa, it's Rise-senpai. Way too long time no see.
Wasn't she just on stage? Like, she was at that interview. I mean, it might not have been live, but Inoue-san did say, have you seen anyone have you seen the girls, or have you seen anyone that looks like them? Now, where have we been in a situation where there's been 2 of the same person? Very suspicious. Anyway, after Rise bursts through the door, the girl greets her cheerfully, as if they know each other. This place is a showbiz office, so it's only natural that Risei's acquaintance. How did you not hear you? Come on. You're smarter than this. So it's only natural that Risei's acquaintances would be here. However, we're caught a bit off guard. I think Risei called this girl Konami just a moment ago. Wait, is she really?
Sorry, Risei, but can you explain to us what's going on here?
Oh, right. Let me introduce you guys. This is Konami Mashita, lead member of Kanami Kitchen.
Konami-san? Wait, the same one who was in that video?
Surprised? Konami's like this whenever she's not on camera.
Oh, okay, so she was. Okay, so it wasn't live.
She's all reserved and boring looking. It's a
But
lot
I'm
different
still
than her
having
image
my
when she's on the
tinfoil hat
job.
theory on ready to go.
And that's simply how it works? But she seems like a completely different person.
I get that a lot.
She really does seem completely different. It's hard to believe that this Konami-san is the same as the Konami-san in that video. Still, now's not the time for that. We need to hear what Risei has come back to tell us. I sort out my thoughts and take a deep breath before looking to Risei.
That aside, Risei, what were you about to say before?
Oh, right. I couldn't find Inoue-san, but I overheard something weird.
Weird, you say?
Yeah. Have you heard anything, Konami? About Nozomi and the others disappearing?
Disappearing, you say?
Disappeared? The Kanami Kitchen girls?
Yeah. Looks like they can't get a hold of them at all, and everyone's running around looking for them. I bet that's
I like
why
the
Miss
remixes
Ochimizu
of songs
said
we're
those
getting.
things earlier.
Risei's revelation is enough to shock us all into a brief silence. They can't get into contact with the members of Kanami Kitchen? We just met them this afternoon. I see. That must have been the reason Inoue-san asked me earlier if I had seen them. And then there's Miss Mizui. That's not how you pronounce it, it's how I'm just gonna read it. This would explain why she suddenly ordered Risei to pair with Konami-san, and why she told us that we may not be performing. At that moment, everything connects. Next to me, Naoto rests her hand against her chin thoughtfully, as if making
I
deductions.
see. If they remain missing until the day of the festival, there'll be an opening in the lineup. Miss Ochimizu, worried about this
Ochimizu.
possibility, mentioned her suggestion about Risei-san and Konami-san performing as a pair.
But we just saw those girls this afternoon. Would the producer go to those links just because she lost contact with the group for a few hours?
I've just realised something. Why is Yu wearing his school uniform? He doesn't go to Yasugami High anymore. Unless it's because he still had the uniform, and because he's got the yellow armband. So unless he thought it would be a decent dance outfit, kind of thing. Or the designers of the game can make another outfit for him.
Probably. This is Miss Ochimizu we're talking about. I know about that discussion already. Ms. Ochimizu told me
Nostalgia?
you'll work out
Yeah,
as
true.
long as you're around. Still, I can't help but worry about them. That's why I was looking for Ms. Ochimizu.
It'll work out. But they're the rest of your own group. And not only that, they're well-known celebrities. What if they've gotten swept up in something serious?
I don't know. But she said she'll keep a lid on this until the festival's over.
What? Is that what she thinks of us? Idols aren't toys that can be replaced.
If this truly is a case of them going missing, there are a number of measures we can take. First, let's speak with the event organizers and have them file a missing persons report with the police. After that...
Hold on a moment.
Risei and Naoto look at me in surprise at my son halting the conversation. Sigh, please don't give me that look. Risei's anger and Naoto's precautions are both justified. I've learned these past few months that the showbiz world can be pretty cold, but this is something different. As far as we can tell, 4 girls have gone missing. This sounds like a case. However, we need more information. I looked to Konami-san to ask questions on my mind.
Konami-san, when did they lose contact with the rest of the group?
Huh? Not too long ago, I think. I only heard about it from Ms. Ochimizu a moment ago.
Will she throw it out or not?
Like I said, we met them just this afternoon.
I think there might be like one of my old school jumpers somewhere, in like a box or something.
Even if we went to the police
About
with
it,
this,
really.
I doubt they'd pay us any mind. Plus, if this doesn't turn out to be anything serious, wouldn't it put the girls in a bad position?
Oh, yeah, that's true. You're right. I gave Inoue-san a real scare a while back myself, but even then he waited quite a while before going to the police. If he had reported me missing at the time, it could have snowballed into a much bigger problem.
Oh, same here. One time I slept through a day off I finally got, and even through the day after that. My agency
Relatable.
apologized to our partners and said I'd been late
Gotta
for
run
the
around town and ask for
cold.
clues.
All that oversleeping gave me such a headache.
That's not as serious as the situation here, but you, Senpai, may have a point. Well then, why don't we do this? If no one has heard from the rest of the group by tomorrow, we'll go ask the organizers to take the necessary steps. And if they refuse to make a move, then we'll take things into our own hands and notify the police directly.
That sounds reasonable. Yosuke and the others will be here tomorrow too, along with Dojima-san.
I have a lot of reasons for holding off on doing anything drastic until tomorrow, but this is the main reason. Ryota Dojima, my uncle from Inaba, will be coming here tomorrow along with his daughter Nanako. He might be on vacation, but my uncle is a working police detective. For a case like this, I'm sure he'd be the best person to go to for advice. You know, or I mean, I would probably say you and Naoto are probably the two best people, given they figured out. Well, I suppose everyone else helped figure out the case of, you know, Persona 4. But I suppose Dojima's a decent part, I guess.
So, even if the police are out of
Sure,
the question,
whatever.
Dojima-san might hear us out. Good call, Senpai. You're so smart.
Smirt. Rise claps her hands in front of her chest a bit melodramatically, while Nato nods as if to hide her satisfied smile. What a nostalgic feeling. I can easily tell what they're feeling by their reactions. That's when I notice. In the corner of my eye, Kanami-san is staring, dumbfounded, unable to join in our conversation.
Whoa, you all get along so well. That's so neat.
We've been through a lot together, that's all. Like, we all became
Oh.
close friends before we knew it.
Sorry. We all have collectively agreed without saying it. The girls in Kanami and Kitchen aren't friends, right? Like, they probably hate each other and just don't really do anything together. Which is why, like, and Kanami herself also doesn't really hang out with them outside of performing and stuff, you know? Like, that's just a given, right? Also, of course I want a fun fact. You never have to ask that question.
Close
Also, yes,
friends.
Dajima dancing. I mean,
Come on, Konami. No spacing out now. You're helping out too, okay?
Huh? Wait, really? You'll let me join you?
And why wouldn't we? You came looking for Miss Ochimizu because you were worried about the others, no? Wouldn't that make your goal the same as ours?
We won't force you though. You decide what's best for you, Konami-san.
What's best for me? Oh, I feel the same as you guys. I'm worried about them.
Dojima was the original killer. Get him! Wait, really? Is that like an actual thing?
And you're already one of us. You're part of our circle.
Oh, hooray! I made some friends!
I'd be kind of down for that.
Let's meet up again once the others get here tomorrow. Oh, but you have work, right, Konami? Well, if anything comes up, I'll make sure to email you.
Oh, right!
You know, Konami, you need to stop waiting for other people to speak
Maybe
first.
it changed to a Dachi late in development. Oh. You know,
You're an idol. Assert yourself more. People only think shyness is cute for so long.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Such a harsh world they live in.
Alright, it's pretty late, so let's call it a night.
Why would he have killed the first two, though? Oh, wait, unless... Ooh, what if they made it so... You know the news person, I can't remember what her name was, person that was murdered first. What if they made her the one that killed his wife and he found out and that's why he killed her, and then he had to kill Saki because she found out that he did it, so he had to get rid of her because she found the body and everything. Oh, that would have been way more interesting. Joker was living in with Sai in an apartment. I want that version.
I'm sure Naoto-kun wants to freshen up too, so... Senpai, we're gonna ask you to stay in the room next door for a little while.
Oh.
Let's meet back here in a bit.
I have an early morning tomorrow, so I'll be excusing myself. I just have to sleep in the nap room.
Gotcha. Let's get to it, everyone.
You nod at Risei's words and each go your separate ways. I need to freshen up and wait for Risei and Naoto to finish changing, so I take my things and head to the room next door we're using. Still, I'm worried. Kaname Kitchen's members' whereabouts are unknown. What could have happened to them? They're probably fine. Wow, nice outfit changes, guys. After getting ready to leave and killing enough time for Risei and Naoto to change, I return to the studio and find the door ajar. I guess they're finished getting ready to go. I take a quick glance inside just to be safe and and see them standing around their belongings, lost in conversation. Looks like I may have made them wait
But
instead.
much as I hate to admit it, once she became the producer, Konami immediately started taking off.
Sorry for the wait. Are you both done? Oh, were you talking about Miss Ochimisu?
Oh, Senpai, are you ready to go? Yep, we're talking about her. She's always like that, so even though she's legit, everyone calls her corrupt. They say she's the worst producer ever. She overworks her idols and makes shameless cash grabs from the fans. Some go so far as to call her a demon or a money grubber, including fans of the idols she's produced. When she started with Kaname and Kitchen, she had footage shown on TV of her forcing impossible demands on those girls.
I see. So by showing images of them being abused as they earnestly pursued their dreams, it would only encourage the audience to cheer them on out of sympathy.
Exactly! That's the kind of thing she's good at. But doesn't it seem like cheating? Plus, if it really was all an act, I might respect it. But she's exactly the same when the cameras aren't rolling, so sometimes I seriously wonder if she's not faking it.
Having been on the receiving end, I can see why you'd think so.
Right? She always makes us do insane things without running them by us. I wish she'd think about the people who actually have to do that stuff.
What's
What
she
about
up to?
L&B? Do you think Miss Ochimisu is scheming something with that?
Or in a room use items. I just happen to be the character to test talking. Oh. Okay. Big sad.
I don't know. What if Kaname and Kitchen going missing is another one of Miss Ochimizu's promotional tactics?
I hadn't considered that possibility.
Wait, scratch that idea. Even Miss Ochimizu wouldn't go that far. I think.
I see. By the by, there's something I'd like to mention which may have no bearing on this case. I heard an odd rumor regarding the festival.
An odd rumor?
Yes. If you go to the festival website at midnight, it plays an unusual video.
That's a weird rumor.
The video shows an idol known to be dead dancing in it.
It's blinded me.
Those who watch the video to the end are taken away to the other side and never awaken. Or so the rumor goes.
Whoa, Naoto-kun! Where is this coming from?
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to scare you.
Okay, before we get into this, Naoto, where did you hear the rumor? We are tracking this down immediately.
Of course, I don't believe this tall tale about some dead idol. Not one bit.
Living with a kid, living with a person,
you're
trying to be in
scared,
jail.
huh?
Yes, but that isn't important. I didn't bring this up to talk about that.
Rise and I can't help but exchange looks at Naoto's inability to hide her anxiety. Still, she's right. Now's not the time to be worrying about something like that.
Go on, Naoto.
Yes, anyway, there's something that disturbs me about this rumor.
Oh, how similar it is to, you know, the incident that how we all met and how pretty much all of my friends almost died and then I had to save them because of the Midnight Channel, because of a crazy god lady was like, lol, fog, boop, and then almost killed everyone. Yeah, that.
What's that?
Well, doesn't it seem a bit similar to our prior experiences?
When you look at a switched-off TV at midnight on a rainy day, you'll see your soulmate. You're talking about the Midnight Channel.
Midnight Channel, the cause behind mystery. We know, we did 4 golden. A world lurking within TV's monsters called shadows lurking there, and its enigmatic serial murder case centered in the town of Inaba. All the memories of last year flashed through my mind in an instant. A sudden chill runs down my spine. We await Naoto's next words, our growing unease justifiable
Of
for
course,
once.
it's hard to say how much we can trust these sorts of rumors. On the other hand, this particular rumor has some troubling aspects to it.
Such as...
There have been genuine
Oh, sorry.
victims, and their numbers have been rapidly increasing. Though naturally, there's no proven correlation between the victims and the rumor. It's quite possible that the rumor sprung up in reaction to the victims. But it's a fact that a good handful of people are in a comatose state right now.
A coma?
Seriously? I never heard about that. Hey, is something like before happening again?
Is there another case from... Sorry, is this another case with another world? That's what Rise's probably trying to ask. I was wondering the same thing myself, but Naoto shakes her head in response to Rise's question.
There's no knowing whether this is a case yet or not. I only briefly heard about it the other day during work. I was going to look into it, and if it did turn out to be connected to that case, I thought it might be necessary for me to consult everyone about it.
The LMB website at midnight, huh?
Offhand, I glanced towards the clock high on the studio wall. 11:58 p.m. How convenient. Almost midnight. I pointed it out. At the very least, the 3 of us here would check the truth behind the rumor, but...
It's almost midnight. Why don't we check it out for ourselves?
Please tell me this gives me a bad
I
ending.
knew you'd say that. In all honesty, I doubt that this rumor has anything to do with the disappearances. But all the same, it may be faster to get to the bottom of this rumor ourselves.
Wait, you want us to look at it right here, right now? Geez, fine. But we're all gonna look at it together.
Actually, I've just realised we've probably got the 3 most OP people with us. We've got you, the leader of the team, Rise for the navigation and analysis of all the shadows, and Naoto, who just insta-kills everything. I think the person standing in the fog getting mad, you say people might have been in plot hole to throw the player off, or they were Izanami. No, I think it was Adachi. I think if you look at the model closely, and I think it might change, to be honest. One of them is definitely Adachi. I already know that because I knew it was Adachi from the beginning, and so when we were watching it, you can tell the character model was Adachi. It definitely wasn't. It definitely wasn't Izanami's character model, but it could have, plot-wise, it could have been Izanami.
Senpai, you come over here. Naoto-kun, you're over there. And whatever happens, no running away, okay? Let's see. Love meets bonds. Oh, here it is, the official LMB site.
Rise taps her cell phone's touchscreen and the LMB Fest website comes up. Set lists, ticket details, participating artists, several topics and details have been added, but the website seems mostly unchanged from the other times we've checked it.
The site appears to be operating normally.
See? Nothing's coming up. That rumor has to be fake.
At least I thought it was Adachi, because it made sense, and it kind of looked like his character model. Granted, it's only a silhouette, but... I check the clock on the wall again, and see that it's a minute before midnight. I just hope nothing unusual happens.
What is this?
His voice pulls me back to the phone screen. I see something completely new being displayed. Crackling static fills the screen, and an eerie light flickers. Countless shadows sway in the visual noise, just barely visible. And then we died. Bad end.
They do look like human silhouettes. And they seem to be dancing, don't they? That's all of it.
This has to be just a prank. I'm gonna check with the admins about this. Oh, or it's part of Miss Ochimizu's PR. I bet she spread that weird rumor to get Konami's group to sell more.
That's when I notice it. Just on the edge of hearing. What was that? I concentrate, trying to figure out what the sound was. It's just us here. I can't have heard something that unusual, right?
What's the matter, Senpai? Did you hear something
Wiggity
just now?
swooty, they're coming for our booty. I did.
I heard it too.
No way. So it wasn't just me?
Give another fun fact.
A
Go
voice?
for it. Wow.
What is that?
I follow Naoto's gaze and notice an eerie light swaying near the studio ceiling. Like a fog machine or a stage pyrotechnic effect. It lit up by a strange. It's lit up by a strange light. It's as if it's looking down upon us.
I've prepared a place just for you.
Who are you? How do you know my...
Wait a minute, I've seen this. This is like one of those Japanese animes, right? Oh, Kujikawa Rise. Oh, also question mark.
Senpai! You, Senpai! Oh, you're up. Thank goodness.
I stare at the second of Rise calling my name. Where am I? The last thing I remember is a weird light in the Takura production studio, and then... You two okay?
Naoto, are you alright?
We're okay. You're the one we're worried about. We couldn't wake you up at all.
Yes, I'm glad to see you conscious as well. Though, our situation still isn't very good.
It's so dark here, I can't see anything. Where are we?
My guess is we're in the other world that those who see the video are taken to.
Final dungeon in Persona 4 is named after the entrance to the underworld. Oh, that is a pretty cool fun fact.
It seems the rumor was true. It's that voice.
Welcome, Rise Kujikawa, to our midnight stage.
Midnight stage?
Who do we think? The producer or one of the Konami kitchen girls?
That's right. An ideal world where no one hurts or gets hurt.
Nah, it's gotta be the producer, right?
I only intended to invite Rise-san here. But oh well. I prepared a stage for you all. Here, take a look.
It will be like the shadow version of her. Tinfoil hat theory for the plot of the game. It's the producer, and the producer is actually a shadow, like god lady, and she has been boosting Konami Kitchen, like boosting their ratings because she's wanting to use their popularity for some power gain thing. I don't know. It's gonna be something like that. She came to our world to do it. But this is her, like, true self. Suddenly a dim light turns on and we realise where we are. Well, perhaps it's not exactly where we are, or what kind of place this is. We appear to be standing on a stage, a fairly, godly decorated one, like for a concert. Bear with me. Is that gonna sort itself out? I think you can sort of see me now. Stage itself isn't lit, but it's overly decorated, exaggerated in every way possible. Simply put, its design screams out Risei's back in showbiz. What in the world is this?
Just who the heck are you? Not only did you drag us here, you put this thing together. What are you trying to accomplish?
Never mind that. I just want to connect with all of you. Look, see how many have been waiting for your comeback.
Wow.
Are these shadows?
That's it. Persona 4 Strikers, go!
Come now, won't you sing? Dance for them. It'll make everyone happy.
The shadow that fills the shadows that fill the seats give an eerie cheer and sway their bodies as if to command us. What are these shadows? They've been waiting for for Risei's performance. On closer inspection, the shadows' bodies are all connected from their necks, hands and legs with strange ribbons, writhing as if alive themselves. This isn't good. If a battle breaks out, it won't be easy breaking through their numbers with just 3 of us.
I've had enough of this!
I mean, we're max level. Naoto has insta-kill moves. Come on. We have Mr. Doot.
You kidnap us to who knows where, and now you want us to dance for these shadows? To hell with that! Send us back home, now!
The shadows.
Oh, also the shadows are being controlled by the Force, and they're being forced to cheer for them and stuff. I mean, that's probably a given though, isn't it? All of a sudden the shadows stop moving and silent stillness falls upon the area. At the same time, the music, no, more like an eerie song I've been hearing ever since entering this world, begins increasing in volume as if encroaching from far beyond.
Send you back. Now, you're all going to dance. That's what everyone's here for, after all.
After the mysterious voice's loud reply, the shadows begin moving their limbs in time with the song, as if they're dancing. Suddenly we're hit with an overwhelming weakness. We have to fight just to remain standing. Try dancing?
What is this?
Mr. Doot is the best musician. Musician, yeah, he is.
Isn't it wonderful? This song is my gift to everyone.
How can she hear? She's got headphones on.
Don't you feel it? How they all desire to connect with you?
So that song and the shadows dance is what's affecting us.
You, senpai.
Right.
I instinctively sensed Naoto's intent, and we reacted at the same time, as if Naoto's quick draw and my call to the persona in my heart were completely simultaneous.
Ready? Persona!
Izanagi! Oh, I can't remember what Naoto's basement's called.
What?
My bullets disappeared. And Senpai's persona too?
He's best
Is
both,
this
yeah.
your doing?
Don't accuse me of something I didn't do. I told you earlier, no one gets hurt here.
Unbelievable. Both my persona and Naoto's bullet disappeared like smoke before they even reached the shadows. Just like the mysterious voice says. It looks like anything violent at all gets somehow negated in this world.
What do you want from us?
Nothing really. We're just asking you to accept us. Come on, let's connect with these eternal bonds.
What? What question mark? Ooh.
Won't you be good children? It's all right. Don't be frightened. Let's dance together. Won't you join us, Reisei Kujikawa?
My mind.
Careful! This is bad.
No, I can't.
Rise-san!
I can't lose.
What the?
I can move again? But how?
Could it be? We need to move. The shadows are being affected by our music and movement.
Why is it so quiet?
It's just as I thought. That eerie song we're hearing is forcing the shadows to dance. If we can interrupt that song and the shadows dance, we might get through this.
But how?
I don't know. But one idea comes to mind. If we can force them into a different song and dance like before, then maybe...
What a child!
No!
Naoto-kun!
You're connected with us. Now you can become the you everyone wants you to be.
Senpai! Rise-san, please! Stop their dance.
Naoto!
We just have to get those shadows moving to our music, right?
Rise?
Senpai, if that stuff Naoto-kun was saying is true, then there is something we can do to help her. Right now.
Huh?
I'll try and use my persona. Maybe I can deliver our music to those shadows at full blast. The way they reacted to my music earlier,
Interesting camera
I
angle.
think I might be able to affect them a little bit. But I don't think that'll be enough. That's why I need your help too, Senpai. If music and movement affects them, then we should be able to pull them into our rhythm, right? Don't worry. Just show off your cool dance. I know you can do it, Senpai.
See, this just makes the Persona 5 and 3 dancing games
Let's
so
get
much
started
more
now.
disappointing.
I can do this.
Because they're just, oh yeah, you can dance and stuff, and that's it.
Yeah. How's that? Yeah. All right. How's that? How's that? Alright! If I can just keep this up.
You're doing great! I can feel what's in your heart!
Yeah! Alright! Yeah! Yeah! How's that? How's that? Yeah! How's that? Yeah! Alright! Yeah! Alright!
You're doing great!
It's working! The shadows are going for it! How's that? Alright! How's that? Alright! Alright! Persona is the power of the heart. Depending on your heart's true nature, it changes form. Not just for hurting, not just for fighting. Right now, I know I can show you how I really feel. We will never stop changing. Answer my call. Izanagi!
I like the little point of that they're using Risei's persona to amplify the music, and that's why you can hear it everywhere.
How about that?
That pose is just for the camera. You did watch a video that paints Persona 3 dancing in a different light? Okay. Well, okay, Persona 5 then, I just assumed they were the same thing, just with different characters, because they're a combo pack. But with 5 it was just like, hey, you're all sleeping, you can dance! And then that's it, and then you can do social link stuff. I mean, I think there was a tiny bit of a storyline of why you were there, but it's not this, which is what I was hoping they would be. Which I think they were initially going to be like this. Because I think they were making they making a 3 when 5 came out? And then they bundled it with the 5 one, I think. So 3 could be different, because I think they were making 3 dancing after this one. But then Persona 5 was announced, and then it came out and was really successful. So they halted Persona 3 dancing and started making Persona 5 dancing at the same time, and then just made both. And my phone lit up and it's Pokemon Go stuff. Also easy. I steady my ragged breath and stand locked in place as the adrenaline dies down. I see. I only realised it after dancing in front of an audience for the first time, but dancing really is expression. It seems like conveying what's in your heart is easier in this world compared to ours. At first, the shadows were just pushing that eerie song at me, but I could feel their hearts being drawn to our music and dancing. That eerie voice in the shadows must have been using that system to their advantage and trying to control us. Instead, we used that advantage against them in the other world. We won them over. Still. A sort of canon relation to 3, but it's got a different twist. Ooh! Well, we won't be playing it until we play 3.
Actually, what was that persona just now? There was something different about it.
You had a guitar.
I'm not sure. But when I thought I wanted to convey my feelings to those shadows, my persona responded from within me.
Way to go, Senpai! And that's why you're our leader. only you can pull off something that amazing.
What instrument do you think Mara would play?
Come on.
It's true, ever since I felt myself conveying my heart to the shadows, I had a kind of newfound determination. Also, Naoto got kidnapped and is dying. Yes, no, are we gonna go sort her out? Okay. I had nothing concrete backing it up, but I still felt it clearly. In truth, my persona was responding to my desire to express my feelings, and took on a new form. We can still continue to change. Ever since the case ended and we got back to our normal day-to-day, I'd feel so uncertain, wondering how I could move forward. But just then, my persona erased any doubts I had. Oh, there she is. You've been mega spoiled for Persona 3 even more than you were with 4? Why?
Naoto-kun, we did it! Senpai gave him a super sweet show.
I luckily know basically nothing about 3, outside of I played a little bit of it. I think I did like the first boss. Did I do the first dungeon, or was it just the first boss? I might have done the first dungeon. Yeah. Naoto can wait for looking cool, Joker. Naoto we did it. Senpai gave him a super sweet show, but it was a while ago, so I vaguely remember it.
Right mind.
You sensed it? But you got caught by that ribbony thing and...
Yes. Because of that, I learned something about those shadows.
You're impatient.
Really? What did you find out?
When caught in that ribbon, it's as if you're forced to be the you that others desire, rather than how you perceive yourself. You're made to believe you want to be tied to the other shadows with that ribbon, even if it means discarding who you truly are.
The shadows are people that...
The most dreadful thing is that I myself felt sure that it was what I needed to do.
So this is the opposite of Persona 4 then. Because Persona 4 is about embracing who you truly are. And accepting that. Whereas this is, hey, no, you're going to be what we think you are. You know, some vague stuff from 1 and 2 now. Fair enough. Just as I thought, with Naoto's theory and my intuition, it seems clear that the song and the shadows dancing are meant to bind us to their will. So I speculate, Rise seems somehow unhappy with Naoto's words. She pouts, indignant?
That's crazy! You're no one else but you, Naoto-kun!
Well, in hindsight, I can see how bizarre the assumption was. So my theory is that the ribbon has the power to induce those beliefs.
Yeah, I sensed it too. While I was dancing, I felt like I couldn't let my guard down at all, that the shadows would take me if I did. That song and the shadows dance probably have a similar power. So what I did was concentrate on getting my message across as I danced.
You said something like that earlier too. What did you want to tell them?
I just did what you said, Rise.
Fuck off, shadows.
Dancing is about expressing yourself and your feelings to the people watching you.
That's all he wanted to say.
So I danced to show the shadows who I am, not what they wanted to see.
Huh. And as a result, I remembered who I am. It's ironic that the key to this confrontation was the true self I once tried so hard to deny. One shouldn't abandon oneself just because they've been connected to others. I feel that those shadows were released from the ribbon's binding because they sensed that as well. Rise-san.
I would ask what are they, but no.
Watching him dance?
Because, you know, spoilers.
Of course I did. I could tell his dancing was different from usual. I just couldn't put it into words because of all that persona stuff that happened.
Yeah, I'm sure you got the message loud and clear, Rise.
Wow! We did it! We saved a bunch of people! Suddenly, the cheering shadows enveloped in a glow shine even brighter. Sorry, what? The cheering shadows enveloped in the glow shine even brighter. Enveloped in the glow shine. Oh, yeah, no, it does make sense. Okay. And begin dissolving as it melting into the light. Give you one Nana Coaster Killer. That would have been amazing. Suddenly, the cheering shadows enveloped in the glow shine. And no, I'm reading that again. It was a beautiful sight, despite the situation we're stuck in. We can't help but marvel.
Wow! It's beautiful!
Words are hard. Leave me alone.
The shadow's presence is fading. What's going on? It's like they're returning somewhere.
Returning? To where?
I don't know. But that's the feeling I get. With that weird ribbony thing gone, it seems they all disappeared from this world. Maybe they realized something wasn't right, like you did, Naoto-kun.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Still, what could those shadows have been?
I'm sorry. I get annoyed every time he speaks. Why did they get the same person to voice Adachi and you? I do not understand it, and it annoys the ever-living crap out of me. If you're gonna do that, at least make him do a different voice. Because he's just talking like Adachi does. It's like a softer Adachi, and I hate it. Imagine Joker talking like Akechi.
They didn't seem quite like the shadows we knew.
Naoto has a point. We're out of danger for now, but the situation left us with countless questions and barely any answers. First, we need to find some way to escape from here. Spooky.
You don't like this stage, after all the trouble I went through to prepare it?
What do you mean? We just danced on
You
it.
again! I've had enough of this! Is your idea of eternal bonds tying up the shadows with that thing? You've got one twisted mind!
That's right. If this is the connection you speak of, then it's much too one-sided.
What's so funny?
It's okay. If that's what you think, then I certainly won't force you to stay here. But don't get so cocky just because you sent those back. Our bonds are eternal. There are countless others to forge them with.
Hugh, are you gonna bring someone else in here?
Sorry, but you've already stepped off the stage. The next performances will be beginning soon, featuring Tamami and the others.
Oh my god!
You don't mean...
In that instant, everything clicks. But that would be the worst case scenario. I only hope my conclusion is wrong. It's probably not. I force myself to speak up, speaking with as such dread and as determination. Kanamine Kitchen.
Members of Kanamine Kitchen. Did you kidnap them?
You always had Adachi's voice. You're just hearing it a lot now. Okay. So why did they make it the same in the game then? It's not specific to just this game. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Discord. You guys, did you know I'm streaming right now? God, if my phone hadn't buzzed me that, I would never have known. Damn. Thanks. That's... Oh wait, that's actually done it. Why has that done it twice? I hate it when it does that. Very annoying. But hey, speaking of Discord, there's more game voting stuff out at the minute, so if you guys want to vote on the games that we play, hey, there's a bunch of things up for grabs. Not for grabs, that means there's a competition. No, you don't win anything for doing it. I mean, you get to see us play games, I don't know. So yeah, hey, that's a thing. Make sure you vote quickly, because I don't know how long we're playing this for. Probably Monday as well, maybe? You had no idea I was streaming. I know, right? I tend to forget a lot, to be honest.
Why do you care? It has nothing to do with you.
I'll try scanning the area. Come, Persona!
Wow!
There are some places where shadows are bunched up. 1, 2, 4 total?
Wow, 4 total? What else had 4? Nah, I can't think of anything.
I found someone! Is this... Tomoe?
You like all the games in the game voting? Hey!
It's off limits to unauthorized
Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire is also counted, by the way. I did leave it in there, because we would have been playing it next. As it's an RPG, I wasn't sure if people wanted to see more long-winded RPG stuff. So I thought I'd keep it in there, but then also add some new stuff that's a bit different and see what people wanted to see. Yeah. We say hastily dismisses her persona and embraces herself, but creeping ribbons are already slithering up our legs. What? We completely let our guard down, bound in ribbons. My arm puts up no restraint as a tremendous force drags at my body.
No!
Goodbye, Rise Kujikawa.
Are we gonna be able to play as different characters? Like, see the story from different people's perspective?